Welcome to the Morning Mayhem Show with the morning crew, Tomlin and Mama Manny.
And your host, Jim Amato.
Good morning, Woodland, and welcome to Wednesday, January 26th. And it is the final day of midterm exams. This is it. You've made it. Looks like we made it. All the way through exams, even though it took us a little longer than expected. Exam day today is B3 and B4. And just once again, so you don't forget, it is 7:35 to 9:05. Take a 20-minute break. Run it again, 9:30 to 11. Then get on the buses and get out of here. That's what we're looking for. Then remember, tomorrow it starts the next semester. It is an A day. Starting semester with an A day. If you haven't gotten your schedule yet, check with your advisor. You should know what your schedule is for next semester. All right, so don't forget that the media center is still closed, but they want you to stay positive and work hard. And if you need to de-stress, don't forget they have a lot of de-stressing stations in there. You can read some books, maybe juggle. I don't know if that's allowed in there, but there's puzzles and other things to go. You maybe can meditate. They have a yoga session. Crocheting, I hear, is calming on the nerves as well. And if you don't believe me, you can debate me about that. And that's because Woodland Debate Team is going to be meeting February 23rd. Now, I didn't know that the debate team was getting back together, but this is good to see. So I do like the slogan, don't hate it, just debate it. So if you're looking for the debate team, you're going to go to room 203 by February 23rd. Make sure you take a look into that. And I believe that will be with Mrs. Gary. I will follow up to make sure that that is the advisor.
That's true.
All right. And National Honor Society is going to be meeting next Thursday, January 27th. If you're a member, you are expected to attend. So make sure that you're there next Thursday.
This Thursday.
Oh, my goodness. Wow, because all those snow days. Yeah, this Thursday. Actually, Tomorrow. Yeah. So that's pretty good, too. And actually, tomorrow, too, Hawk Wings is meeting. There's a lot going on. As soon as that new semester starts, there's a lot that's going to be going on, a lot of activity. So Hawk Wings, if you're looking to join, that's tomorrow in room 229 after school. Also, if you're going to be arriving late or leaving early, you need to get those forms in the main office to make sure that you have the senior privilege recorded with the main office. So if you have to leave early or arrive late, or if it's study hall that you're doing, make sure that you have a form for that. It is usually a senior privilege. However, students grades 9 through 12 will be able to do that this year. For semester 2 this year, if you're freshman, sophomore, or junior, you can use late arrival, early dismissal. Freshman, chances are you don't have a car, so yeah, you can fill the paperwork out. That's great. But if you're a junior with a license, you can do it as well. So get used to it. Get some practice on your senior privilege. And if you're looking to do tech crew for the one-act play that goes wrong, they're going to be working this weekend. Make sure that you're here in the auditorium and see Mr. Simonetti for any other help with that. All right, time now for the news. T-minus 60 with Tomlin.
Morning. A couple top stories start today. First off, the UK government holds breath as it awaits the Partygate report. Prime Minister Boris Johnson bracing for the conclusion of investigation to allegations of lockdown breaching parties. Document that could help him end weeks of scandals and discontent or bring his time in office to a swift end. It's exciting.
Wow.
All right. Okay. I guess that's one way to look at it.
All right. China's limping COVID measure tests residents' patients. Repeating COVID-19 testing of millions of Beijing residents is starting to test patients. Some as the city clamps down on the virus ahead of the coming Winter Olympics. Some citizens have taken the COVID test literally 3 days in a row. Exciting. Here's some happy news for you.
You're excited about COVID details.
It's Wednesday. Rare eagle seen in Maine, wowing birders. So this is a rare form of a Steller's sea eagle. It arrived in Maine in late December after a brief stop in Massachusetts. The bird itself is native to northeastern Asia, including Russia, Japan, and has a wingspan of up to 8 feet.
Wow. You sure they didn't find a condor?
No, it's this rare form of bird. It appears just to be hanging out and eating. There's no sign of it in distress or anything else. So
It's far from home.
it is far from home. All right. Speaking of Omicron, there's a new variant. There's a new variant, BA.2. It is in the United States. Great news, gang. So it's located in California, New Mexico, Texas, and Washington, as well as 3 other continents. Early evidence shows that it is even more contagious than Omicron. However,
you see how excited he gets?
Yeah, I know. It's a little crazy.
It's Wednesday. So it's more contagious than Omicron. However, it does not appear to increase hospitalizations or any of the other side pieces.
Side pieces, interesting.
Last bit of news for you Whovians out there. So there's 2 rumors right now in the BBC. One is so the current doctor, her term is coming to an end and she's going to be regenerating next year. So Russell T. Davis, RTD, was brought back. He's the guy that brought back Doctor Who in 2005. He's now going to be producing again. There's 2 rumors out from the BBC. One is that David Tennant will be returning as the Doctor for 2 episodes. Second one today is that Catherine Tate, companion from season 4 of New Who, will be returning as well.
All right.
Which is kind of exciting, nerdy news, kind of seen as the golden age of New Who.
That's a big show in my house.
It's a great show.
I didn't watch it though.
I didn't see all the episodes. There's a lot of them. And that's the news.
Anniversary is this year.
T-minus 60 with Tomlin. Over the sports desk with Mama Manning.
All right. Good morning. Good morning. Last night.
Yes.
Here at Woodland.
Yes.
Our girls slashed Kennedy 45-23.
All right.
Casey Mulligan had 15 points. Riley Kane had 14. I wrote down 114. I don't think that's correct.
You never know.
They improved to 8-4. Their next game is next Wednesday. They face Harding here at 6:30 p.m. Last night, in a great game, those 3 first quarters, oh my God, they were phenomenal. The boys faced off at Kennedy. 4th quarter was tough. They down to 78-59. Rob Moriarty had 24. He had how many threes?
9.
5 threes. I believe Tanner Kingsley holds the record with 6. But Rob had 5. Corey Mastropetro had 10. They dropped to 6-7. Their next game is against St. Paul Friday away at 7 p.m. What a game. My voice is still scratchy from that one. Woo!
Big time.
Big time. Great job, guys.
All right. And that's the sports with Mama Manning. Our guests this morning are from the math department here at Woodland, here to talk to us about the computer science program. Mike Cullen and Andrea Gaetano. Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
So we hear that we have some more programming going on. There's a new computer science class going to be happening up there. What do we got going on?
Computer science is everywhere, and we have to practice what we preach. It should be for everyone. And our current state, we had a half-year course with Laura Marvin, and she was crushing that, and students were loving that. And then they would jump right into the AP arena. And AP Principles is meant for everyone. It's open to everyone, and it's one of the easier APs, but it still has that moniker on it. So administration thought that we want to add a full-year course in between that. So Computer Science Foundations provides just that. It's going to be the prerequisite for the AP level, but it's going to be project-based. It's going to bring in a plethora of different programming languages and markup languages, and it's going to be, well, I don't want to say minimal homework, but most of what we do will be in the classroom. If there is any external work outside, that's going to be the student's choice to expand on projects that we're working on.
So more of a self-assigned homework, finishing up what you have to work on.
Exactly.
Manageable.
Yeah. Are there going to be deadlines for projects,
Definitely.
or is it going to be rolling deadlines where, all right, here's the technique we're learning now, moving into the next thing, and they can still finish up the project they're working on?
Somewhat rolling, yeah. I mean, there will be some deadlines just simply because we have the academic deadline, but for the most part, there'll be some flexibility in rolling deadlines too, because one will lead into the other, and if they want to go back and polish something up, by all means. So that's it's exciting. It's an exciting opportunity for every student to get access. The big thing, I think the big plus selfishly for our population here is the state, and now our next year's graduating class it needs 2.5
Yes, the
credits in
next
STEM.
Mhm.
Yep.
Oh boy.
So this is, if you take the intro and then you take computer science foundations, there's 1.5 credits right there. And you haven't hit an AP level yet. So it's a great way to chip away at that requirement, get exposure to a class you never thought of trying before, and seeing if you like it.
And how does this affect their math? Is it in addition to a math class? They take it as an elective, or will it take one of the tracks for math?
It's an elective and it's worth 1 credit, and they're going to hopefully take it simultaneous with a math course. The key is, my friend always says to me, we go look at art. She says, well, this is so accessible. Well, this is an accessible course. It's grades 9 through 12. Anybody can crush this. Anybody can take it.
It will be a math credit, though.
Oh, well, that's what I'm saying. So
When
we'll fall under math.
It will fall under math. It will hit the transcript as a 1 full year credit under math, but it is an elective.
Now, what type of programming languages will they be dabbling in?
That's the question everybody asks.
Yes, well, it's
So
the basis of the course,
the
I
biggest
assume.
analogy I could give is when you learn to drive a car, you learn the steering wheel, the gas, the brake, and so on. And that's what we're learning with foundations and with the intro course. You're going to learn how to drive the car for the first time. And it may not be for the first time. There's hobbyists out there as well that have delved into it. However, that first time you buy your new Mercedes, I haven't experienced this yet, but whenever you do, and you look at that dashboard, it's going to take you about 30 minutes to an hour to figure out, and maybe more, to figure out how to work all of those bells and whistles. Well, that's the same analogy that I would like, my simple mind, to just say, listen, if you learn one language, JavaScript, Python, fill in the blank, the minute you learn what a variable is, what a conditional is, what a loop is, and all of the different logical processes, you could transfer that over to Python. You could transfer that over to Java, or fill in the blank the next new language that someone invents 5 years from now.
Right.
And that's the idea.
So what I heard is everyone's getting a Mercedes to help them transition into the class.
Well, there is. I take a 10% cut on future student work, so I'm hoping to get my Mercedes.
But if you do take the computer science foundations class, there's a good chance once you get out of college, you'll be able to earn your own Mercedes.
There you go.
And come back and show it to Mr. Cullen.
There you go. Who will take
I'll be
10% of
selling
that?
it to them when in retirement, basically.
Well, I guess 10% of that would be like one wheel.
Yeah.
And then they can't drive it anymore. Anyway, so where does this fall into? You said there's now 4 classes for computer science?
Progression for someone who absolutely loves this
would
be intro in their freshman year, half-year course. Sophomore year, they could take foundations as a full year. Junior year, AP Computer Science Principles, and senior year, AP Computer Science Java, or A. The AP levels require foundations, so you could take both simultaneously in your year, but there's a pathway for 4. However, if I recommend every single student in Woodland take foundations, because if you're going to be an educator, I mean, look at us right now, we have technology right in front of us. Just to be aware of what we're using as consumers or as people in legal, business, finance, you need to be aware of it. And then if you don't like it, you found that out prior to spending in college big dollars to go down a major or minor path. So follow the pathway, don't follow the pathway, but take foundations. That's the way.
So it is its own STEM pathway.
Correct.
All right. And where would they go to find out how to get on that pathway? Just start taking the classes, or do they have to, acknowledge that they are taking the pathway?
They work with their school counselors.
Okay.
So this is a smaller group within the Woodland STEM pathway.
Mhm.
So there's 2 pieces, the tech piece and the computer science piece. So
All
it
right.
actually already exists.
So if you're looking for more information on the Computer Science Foundation program and any of the pathways that lead through that, feel free to reach out to your guidance counselor or to Ms. Gaetano or Mr. Cullen, and they'll fill you in on those details. All right, I want to thank you both for stopping by and give us more information on those courses, which should be new in the program of studies this year. Go take a look at those online. And as always, don't forget, she's Mama Manning, he's Tomlin, I'm Amato. Good morning, Woodland.
Thanks for listening to this episode of the Morning Mayhem podcast. Morning Mayhem is broadcast live from Woodland Regional High School in Beacon Falls, Connecticut, each and every school day. Follow us on Spotify, Anchor FM, or wherever you find your latest podcasts. And for more information on the show, upcoming guests, and past episodes, visit our show website, morningmayhem.show.